Hello folks and welcome back to Rome Total War. I am Stip and this is going to be part 30 of my Imperial campaign where I'm playing as the Julii, and welcome back to the fun campaign. Well, I don't know, fun, more on the edge, right? More desperate. Yeah, my Egyptian campaign is just very relaxing and this one is very on the edge. Now, in the last episode, among other things, the Senate at the very end of that episode did give me a mission to blockade this port, which I initially had said, well, that's impossible, I can't do that. And that is following conventional reason. Yes, I probably can't do that. I don't have any navies yet in these waters at all. These towns are too small to even be able to provide a navy. And in addition to that, I doubt that any of my armies can get to this port to blockade it from land. But maybe I can make it. Lugdunum. I was looking at this army, and if I were to take what I have here, including the infantry and the cavalry, could we get up here in time? So the red is the second turn, blue third, yellow fourth, pink fifth, and the turquoise is the sixth turn. So that means no if we bring the infantry. What if we bring cavalry? Can cavalry make it up in time? Just in time, they would be able to blockade this port by the fifth turn. Now, would we be able to get up there and not be attacked by anyone? That I don't know. There are Germans here in Trier, and there's Gauls here in Alesia. And then up through here, I don't really know. I guess so. Samor Briva is in this province. So it's Belgica and Germania Inferior. So the Britons own Germania Inferior. Oh wait, are the Britons? They're not at war with the Germans, right? No, they're not. Okay. So, is this... So the port for Samora Briva is right here. So this is for... this settlement, I'm guessing, I think is where this port is for. I don't think there's like another settlement up here. I would have seen that when I got map information, right? Or maybe not. What if there's a settlement up here that wasn't discovered yet by the other factions? And it was rebel, and therefore it's not visible to me because it wasn't on the map for them when I got map information from them. Maybe? I don't know. Germania Inferior. Germania Inferior. So, in this Tribus Chatti. I don't really know. So where would be the port for this place if it had its own port? Yeah, it has to be this. Am I right? I think so. Oh yeah, if I look at this mini map down here, it just shows the one province. So yeah, I guess it is just this is its own province up here. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, yeah, so the question still remains though, can I make it? Oh, I do have a spy. I have a spy right here. I can solve my own problems. Yeah, let's go like check it out. I don't like leaving that area right there in the dark. But yeah, I mean, gosh, could we make it? Let's just try. Why not? I did set out in this campaign to attempt to achieve all of the Senate objectives. I know that that's not going to be possible. I already have failed one due to the pirates. The gosh darn pirates in the Adriatic. They did sink my boats and I was not able to complete that objective a while back. But in this case, like I just figured, like why not always go for it? Just go for it just to see, as long as there's a chance. If they give me an objective that's truly like out of the realm of possibility just due to the distance involved, and I don't have any troops and any ships capable of achieving the objective in any way, shape, or form, then yeah, call it a defeat. But if there's any chance at all, then why not go for it? Let's just have some fun here. And I have a unit. Let's just send one Roman cavalry. I don't want to send my generals, my characters. It's a little bit too risky for them. One Roman cavalry. Should I send two? Why send two? Two would get defeated by any real army just as well as one would. So let's send one. And if I send them up this way, what if they went up this way? No, they'd have to go this way, yeah, because of the bridge, yeah. So yeah, let's get him moving along. And hopefully he can make it in time. Godspeed. Godspeed, you. Hope you can make it. Alright, well, we do have some brigands to fight in this episode. There did appear some brigands up here. Do we have vision on them? 1 barbarian peasant and 3 mystery units. So let's take you and let's go boss around some peasants. So 1 naked fanatic, 2 barbarian peasants, and then 1 barbarian cavalry. So this army that I have isn't great by any means, but it should be capable of defeating this brigand army. Because this army is being sent to reinforce my northern forces that are fighting the Britons, I would really like to try to get through this without taking too many casualties. That's pretty important, I'd say. I mean, fighting brigands usually isn't that big of a deal, but yeah, if those naked fanatics and those barbarian cavalry end up doing more damage to me than I would like, that could be unfortunate. But I do have 2 relatively healthy units of archers, so that should be good. Our archers is now in range, and we can start laying down some fire. Cavalry wants to charge right into our barbarian mercenaries, so let's send in the spears. You guys go up, and man, they got right in there and broke our barbarian mercenaries immediately. So let's see, they want to cycle charge into our barbarian mercenaries on that side, so let's charge the cavalry in here, and let's go up here.
The enemy general flees.
And there we go, the enemy general is running away.
So the spirit of his army is broken too.
Yeah, they really pounded our barbarian mercenaries there. And that was just barbarian cavalry, that's just like light cav. Are there bad guys here? No, there's no bad guys there. And there we go, let's end the battle. So we did, yeah, we lost 81 men, but... Oh well, alright. Well, our cavalry is mostly healthy, I think. And they can continue on their way up here. Yeah, they can make it. There they go. And yeah, this is going to have to be resolved in this turn. But I'll get back to that in a moment. For now, I want to fight this. Yeah, this is a lot of barbarians, or brigands. Mostly peasants. No, warband. Okay, so 2 warband, 2 peasants, 1 rebel general, and then 2 mystery units. So yeah, pretty sizable actually. I would reckon that I would have to like bring down... They're gonna be right on the bridge as well. My goodness. I don't have like any archers in the vicinity. Do I have archers on the way? Not really. I have archers. I can train archers now here. Like I can finally train the Archer Auxilia here in Narbo Martius. So I could get a couple of those going. I mean, I'm gonna be training them anyway. Yeah, letting those brigands stand there. See, what sucks is that I can't bring over, like now, any of the infantry. I'm training out the Auxilia in the early legionary cohorts, and I'm training these units in Massilia, and I can't bring them over this bridge until I get rid of these brigands. It's a really prime spot to be a brigand, sitting on that bridge there. And, yeah, I don't know, like after that bridge fight against the Germans up on this bridge, I really don't want to have to do this without having the proper amount of missile support. It's just not a good feeling. They probably don't have any archers of their own. I don't know if I can think of any like barbarian-esque brigands that have archers. What else could these units be? Naked fanatics? And I think that's kind of the only other option, I think. So could I just charge across the bridge and smash them? I could, I suppose. I mean, I do have some early legionary cohorts here. You would think that they would be fine at charging across a bridge and smashing stuff. I have 3 units of them. And I could come around behind with this auxilia, essentially. And then you could even lead the battle if you wanted to, the faction leader. Although you were on your way up north, so I might want to just continue that. Imperator. Continue sending you up north. I do have a unit of archers here in this fort. I could get there in a couple turns. Orders? I am thinking that I just want to go in there and smash them. With my forces from Lugdunum. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So let's send down, let's see, Quintus Julius, you are the fantastic member of the Old Guard. Now, as far as command stars go, it's my understanding that command stars don't really do a whole lot for the actual battlefield stat boosts. As opposed to like Shogun 1 and Medieval 1, where they do add Valor and Honor, which do add quite a bit to the stats of the units. It's my understanding, now I've heard like 2 things on this. I've heard some folks say that it does nothing. That it just influences the auto-resolve, and therefore when you're just playing the battles, it doesn't have any effect at all. And I've also heard, though, that it does have an effect. It just affects not the attack stats and the defense stats as it did in Shogun and Medieval, but it affects just the morale, and it doesn't affect all of the units on the battlefield. It just affects the localized units that are close by the general. And this is another thing that I've heard. I've heard that aura, that aura that the general has, that basically dictates, the size, how much of the battlefield he can actually influence in regards to his morale boost. I've heard that is influenced by the influence stat, and I've heard that it's influenced by the command stat. I've heard both things. I've heard that influence is something that either, as I just mentioned, influences how big the general's aura is on the battlefield, or it influences, it also influences the public order of a settlement that he is governing. But then, as I just mentioned, one of the other theories that I've heard is that the amount of command stars that the general has dictates like the size of that general's aura, and how many units essentially that he can reach with his aura, and how many units he can boost their morale of. That is something, that's something that I've heard. It's something I've been talking a little bit to ChatGPT about this, and ChatGPT seems pretty convinced that the command stars do influence that morale in that localized area of the general. And that is somewhat backed up by a developer. I don't want to say it's an interview, but a developer did answer some questions regarding the command stats stuff way back, like in the archives, the archived forum stuff, like way back in the day, when this game was released. And he mentioned that it just like influences the command, or the morale of the friendly units in the localized region, I think. So there is some backing to that idea. It's not just coming from the robot, the ChatGPT. It's coming from actual developers as well. So I don't know. I think it does. I guess I don't know. It's a hard thing to test, isn't it? Because you can't. I don't think in custom battles you can add command stars to generals. It's just you can add experience to units, I think. That's how it is in Medieval and Shogun, at least. You can add honor and valor to units, but you can't add their like command stars in custom battles. So yeah, it's a really complicated thing to kind of test. I would be curious to hear your thoughts on this, because every single one of you that's watching this channel has more experience playing this game than I have. But yeah, that's just let's have a conversation about that. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. All right, let's just try to like unga bunga our way across this bridge, just using early legionary cohorts, you know, just mouth breathing and just kind of pushing their way over, just using no strategy at all. Sounds like a good idea, right? I don't know. I mean, the Germans had frickin' phalanxes, you know? Like, that was tough. It's, you know, like, I don't know. Warband, meh. Rebel General, that can be kind of a decent unit, but early legionary cohorts are good units, right? So let's bring my good general, my very good general, Quintus Julius. Drill Master, he is not, yeah, that doesn't add anything. +1 command when defending. But I think he gets, yeah, +1 morale for all troops on the battlefield. Another +1 morale for local hero. Vanquisher. Confident attacker, +1 command when attacking. So he's going to be a 7-star general when he's attacking. So yeah, let's bring him.
General.
And let's bring the Roman cavalry, auxilia, early legionary cohort, early legionary cohort. And then we'll team up with you, who's another early legionary cohort. We gotta lower taxes. Yeah, that should be fine. And then you, I don't know how useful you're gonna be, but like, you know, we may as well throw you in here. So you can go there and maybe you can cause some issues for them. And then, yeah, you can come down here and attack. So what do we have? It's barbarian peasants. So 3 units of barbarian peasants, 3 units of warband, and then 1 rebel general. So that should be fine, I think. And then let's not have the computer control those reinforcements. And let's get rid of them. Oh yeah, you know what? I did just remember that the early legionary cohorts, as all of the post-Marian infantry units, except for the auxilia, of course, can use the testudo formation. Now that's interesting. The testudo formation typically is something that you just want to use against missile troops, but I have seen the testudo formation used to break infantry blocks, specifically pike blocks. So for instance, like if you want to have a legionary type unit break into a very good unit of like pikes, you can have them march in testudo into that pike formation and just keep kind of spam clicking that unit into that pike formation until it's kind of like in the middle of it, and then have them break testudo formation, and then they just completely massacre that pike formation. So, yeah, that's interesting. Now, I don't know if the heavy infantry that I'm going to be going up against here is going to be really like, it's going to necessitate that type of strategy, because it's just warband, you know, like the early legionary cohorts probably should be able to manage just fine here.
Reinforcements have arrived.
So,
but are they in time to take part in the battle?
Go about this as if they're going to be okay without needing to use that strategy. And then if I realize, I don't know, if I realize things aren't going well, then maybe I can kind of change tactics here. But yeah, if they just want to like hold the bridge with a unit of peasants, probably don't require to go into that heavy, that heavy infantry kind of formation, or that, you know, that heavy infantry breaking formation. Now I would like, can you guys pause on the bridge and throw your pilum? Because I don't know if I can draw you up on the bridge itself. Is that something I can do? I know in Medieval and Shogun you can't like really do that. it's kind of complicated. But yeah, if you guys want to, can you throw your Pelum here? Can you, yeah, can you do that? Can you throw your Pelum, or is that going to be, is that a little bit too complicated for you? Can you just stop? Can you stop marching? Can you stop marching and throw your Pelum? Can you... No, they just, no, they don't, nope, they just want to hack. They just want to hack away. Alright, hack away, guys. Hack away. And let's see how this goes. I mean, warbands are already down to 105 men. Ooh, got the general coming in. Let's bring my auxilia in from the rear. And yeah, the early legionary cohorts might just be able to beat everything, but I have auxilia in the rear as well. And can I have my general? Can my general park on the bridge? Because if, you know, if he's providing a morale boost, I would like to get him closer. And I don't know, these early legionary cohorts seem like they can just really do a good job here at munching through these units. Now I'm probably going to want to pull this front line, this front unit out and bring them to the rear. Yeah, so that unit broke. Perfect. So now let's bring the second unit up and have them come here. Like, you come out. And then this first unit that is a little bit beaten up, you guys go back. I'm fine with that. And, ooh, yeah, they're going, okay, they want to go after my auxilia. Interesting. So you guys halt and brace. And if those cav want to charge into my spears, I mean, I'll see how that goes. Let's go back over here. And let's see here. Yeah, we're not going to get a chance to throw a Pelum. That's fine. Let's take you off guard mode and take you back into hack everything that moves into little pieces mode. And can the general go to the bridge or no? Yeah, see, he doesn't want to just go to the bridge. He wants to, like, he has to go to either side of the bridge. Alright, let's see. Auxilia, okay, I didn't really want auxilia in the fight. That's a mistake on my part. Let's get the cohort back in the fight. And I just wanted the auxilia to, like, go against the cavalry. Yeah, actually, that's a good fight for us. Can we get the auxilia out here? Yeah, auxilia, please. This is perfect. Auxilia, this is perfect for you. If you can move up here, try to intercept the cavalry, that would be perfect for you. And let's get my general moving up as well, because you can try to intercept. Man, the camera's really wonky for this bridge right here. Did my auxilia, are we getting in there? Are we fighting? Are we fighting the cavalry? Kind of. They're kind of defending the rear of their guys. Alright, let's bring this legionary cohort back on over. Because I feel like we're going to need them. And yeah, I think we're getting rid of this Rebels General's unit. He's getting hacked down by spears. And my General Quintus Julius is fighting. And my auxilia has just broken those peasants.
The gods have filled the
and there we go. We got rid of the Rebel General. That's it. So yeah, we lost 129 men. Kind of tough, you know, fighting those bridge battles. But hey, it's a victory. And Basilia can just retrain all of those units that fought in this battle, so there is that as well. So yeah, you get in here, let's merge any units here so that we can just get the ones that are damaged, you, and then you go in there, because you can't make it right away, it's annoying. And you guys are full units, you're full units, yeah, you're fine. Alright, so you guys start moving back up to Lugdunum. Yeah, we got a lot of spies up in here. Gallic spy, German spy. Yeah, it's a lot going on. Let's try to drop a save here. And I can make sure that I retrain that unit, and then let's train up another unit of auxilia. Now that that's taken care of, let's see, this is an extra unit of light auxilia that I don't need for this army. Yeah, a little bit too many light auxilia in that army. So you, I think... Light auxilia. I think that I'm ready to bring... these guys. Yeah, you make your way up to Lugdunum. And you guys as well. Make your way up to Lugdunum. And then these units, like I was kind of thinking that my faction leader could take the crappiest army ever invented, which would be like this, and then oh my god, it's just so haggard. I should leave some units here in this fort just to keep the fort up, you know. So I suppose I can take the general and then just leave the 10 barbarian mercenaries, take everything else, and then yeah, you guys go with the faction leader. And yeah, you start making your way up. So you're mostly fine to like cover the Pyrenees against the Spanish and the Gauls. We have forts set up here, here, and here, so that's looking okay. And little extra town watch. Go meet up with the faction leader's army. Okay, that's all looking mostly okay. So now let's go over here to our core territories and deal with this rebel army. So this is small, just 3 units. I have some little scraps hanging out here, so you are hanging out outside of the city to basically make sure that my units that are trained up, my new units, aren't going to be poached and bribed by gosh darn diplomats. So let's get Archer Auxilia and then study and then 1 unit of Equites. And the city is going to be fine. Perfect. Their public order is still 75%. Okay, that's all I need it to be. Now these units, I hope should be enough to defeat this, whatever this is. So what is this? Naked Fanatics, Warband, and Warband. Okay. So, it's a little complicated. I don't really have the infantry to deal with this. But I mean, I don't know. Archer Auxilia are pretty insane. And yeah, I do have a Roman general. It's not nothing. Well, we are fighting in a snowstorm, so that's not ideal. So the enemy is going to be getting combat bonuses from fighting in the snow, possibly fighting in the forest. Are they going to be hiding in the forest? Yeah, it looks like, according to this minimap, yeah, it looks like they're going to be hiding in the forest. So yeah, there's a few things that are not going in our favor here, and our main combat strength in this battles are archers. Their effectiveness is going to be diminished from shooting in the snow and also shooting into the forest. So not a lot of things going in our favor here. Starting to wish that maybe I should have brought some more units. I do see them off in the distance there. I see at least one of the units. And I'm wondering, gosh, I don't know. Can I draw them out using my Equites? That would be nice. If I could get them to chase my cavalry, and I could get some shots on them with my archers, instead of having to go into the forest, that would be preferable. Huh, well. So far, not much of a reaction coming from the enemy. It's still just the one unit. Oh, there's the hidden unit. Wow, they were really hiding. They were hiding very well. Okay, and they have no interest in chasing me. Okay. Well, let's at least like use this information to bring out my infantry to like there. And so we know where 2 of the units are. That's really interesting, like how close we were, like we had to get to see those naked fanatics. So that's one of those things that I've wondered about, where in the unit stats it might say something like expert at hiding in the forest or expert at hiding in long grass. And it's like my understanding that every unit can hide in the forest, I think. Except for the general's unit's always going to be visible. But then, you know, like, what does the expert at hiding mean? And I think that that's what that means. Now, I don't know for sure. I would have to look at the unit card stats for the naked fanatics. But I would guess that... Yeah, I would guess that they would have that trait, because I had to get very close to them to spot them in that instance. Now that my infantry is in position, I'm going to do what I did before and get a little bit closer here so that my... Oh wait, oh, they're already in range. Oh shit, okay, wow. Yeah, the range of the Archer Auxilia is really shocks me, because I am not used to seeing them being able to do damage from this distance. Guys, you know what? Actually, like, don't shoot just yet. I want you to save your arrows for the naked fanatics, because so far we haven't done a single bit of damage to these warbands, and I'm counting on my archers to be able to, like, sort of carry this battle for me. So that's what I would prefer. Yeah, see how close you had to get? Like, goddamn, that's crazy. Alright, now, archers, shoot at the naked fanatics. They're naked. Now, they do have, like, a shield block. So that is a problem. Let's just keep an eye on the volleys and see how we're doing here. They are taking damage. I'm gonna see if I can get this archer unit over to that side. And... gosh, I don't know. There's like more trees blocking on this side. Maybe getting them both on this side? I don't know. Yeah, they weren't really taking... I feel like those big shields that they have were doing a lot to protect them. Okay, there we go. Now we see that the other warband unit was right freaking there. Interesting. And yeah, they are pretty good about not letting their flanks get turned to archers. Interesting. Well, the naked fanatics are still in range. Okay, now they're coming towards us. Now they're coming towards us. Alright, here we go. It's go time. It's go time. So, warbands. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yep, you go here. You charge in here into those flanks. You charge into those flanks. Try to break that unit right away. There we go. They're broken. Let's get back. Get back. Get back. Please, 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 get back. And yep, you guys can shoot there, please. And you guys shoot there. And you guys charge back in. And then you guys charge back into them. There we go. So those warbands, yeah, there we go. Perfect. So we did lose 18 men, but that ended up being okay. What do we got? Trait increase. So you did get the confident commander. Oh, nice. Nice. 3-star general. I will take it. Oh, hiring mercenary units. That's tempting. It is tempting, but I'm gonna save that money and use it for hiring units that I can train out here in my western provinces here, and then yep, they're training, that's fine. Do I need more? Yeah, I need more Roman cavalry. Yeah, let's get some more Roman cavalry there. Let's make sure I drop another save. And I think that it is now time to kind of resolve these issues. Now, this is a little bit, there's some unknowns here. I don't know, for instance, like, is this army actually in reinforcement range of this? So if I were to sally out with this army, would they be receiving this army as a reinforcement army? I don't really know. It's not, so like, it's not technically in that little, I don't know, little light brown zone area right there, but it's as close as I can get to it. But it seems like I would be able, like if I wanted to attack this army, I could attack it through this little gap here. So it's hard to know exactly what I want to do here, because if this army fights on its own, there's a good chance that it's going to lose. This army, although it's mostly just warband, it does have its general, which is in a light chariot unit, or a I don't know, barbarian. Yeah, is it like, are they like chariots? I think. Let's see, weapon type. Actually, no. I guess they don't have archers. So this is like a melee chariot. Yeah, attack of 14, charge of 7, total defense of 2. Let's see, combat bonus in snow. So that's not good for where I'm at right now. And they do frighten nearby infantry. Excellent morale, can't hide, good stamina, fast moving. Yes, okay. Anyway, we've seen what they can do. They're dangerous units. This is an 11-man unit of light chariots, so like mostly archer-ish kind of stuff. 15 missile attack is pretty crazy. 15 melee attack and 15, that's 4. So that, man, the light chariots have a higher melee attack than the barbarian warlord. But it's such a small unit in comparison. There's only 11 men left in this unit. So they're pretty beaten up. Like, you know, this slinger, only 8 men left. Some of these warband are full strength, but some of them are also like mystery sized. And there is a 44-man unit of swordsmen. Swordsmen are decent. 12 attack is pretty solid for charge, and 13 defense. It's kind of an all-rounder, sort of like kind of unit. How's that compared to the warband? Warband, can I get some stats here? So yeah, stats, it's 3 more attack, charge bonus is the same, and 2 more defense. But they come in smaller units. They come in the standard size of like 80-ish, and then they come in the big size of like 120. And they have the spear, which it doesn't even say like anything about bonus versus cav, but I do believe that the spear is like the light spear, so it gives a +4 bonus to against cavalry, I believe. But back to the question of like reinforcements. So having a reinforcement army in this situation, in some ways I feel like it's only very useful if I let the AI control that reinforcing army. Therefore, I can basically 2v1 the enemy. That's very risky though, because that the AI can control armies very poorly, and they could throw away almost anything, everything. I could lose this general, for instance. I don't know. These archers are very important to me. 1.5 units of archers up here. I really need these guys. And so a part of me is thinking to attack with this army. If they can't reinforce, so be it. Then the mission of this army here is to attempt to try to at least just get rid of the chariots, the general, and this 11-man unit here, and then do whatever damage they can to the warband. Basically what happened in the first battle, where I lost, but I got rid of the chariots, and then the other army, which is incidentally this army, was able to sweep on in and take care of the warband after that. So that might be my goal going against this stack as well. Now we have 2.5 other stacks to face off against after this, so it's a little bit dicey. I do have shitty reinforcements on the way, so and the fact that we were able to hold this fort for 3 turns did slow them down. So it might just be how that might be the what we do up here is just kind of hold the ground for a little while until we can start getting some better troops up here. So then what do? I have you, just another character, who can come up here. -1, yeah, you, I don't really want you to be a general, ever. Yeah, you can just be like a fighter. So come up here and merge with him. And then if this army can reinforce, now they will be available, but if not, I'm just gonna send these guys in. They're gonna sally out. Very much not in my favor, and I'm not getting those reinforcements. Yikes. Right click to get further information. I think that just means that this army is gonna, yeah. If it loses, all units will be destroyed. That's... we're outnumbered 2-1 as well. That's not good. That's not good, but yeah, we have to put up a fight here. Yeah, it's too bad we couldn't get those reinforcements. Well, there's nothing else for it. Let's see what we can get done here. Sure enough, it is snowing again, so my strategy of using my archers to do as much damage as possible is going to be a little bit tough here, but well, let's just see what happens. By any chance, are they going to come forward closer to the fort? By any chance at all? Because if these arrow towers can do any damage to them, that would be nice, but yeah, it seems like they're going to be doing the smart thing and backing off. So, let's go ahead and come out here. And maybe what we can do is form up sort of like by this arrow tower and maybe use this. Ooh, yes, there's... I want that. It looks like chariots. I don't know if that's the general. I think that's probably the general. Yeah, that unit banner's different looking. And that's going to be the 11-man unit of chariots. Okay. Alright, barbarian mercenaries outside. So you guys go ahead and get into single line formation. Now that is a lot of warband. My goodness. Now we are all formed up and we are outside of the fort, so there's nothing else to it. We gotta make our moves. We gotta go for it here. Now, if we're lucky, the units on this side are gonna be a little bit blocked out of the fight by, you know, being so far drawn out. And maybe we can finish blocking them out by using some units here. Yeah, see, punching through their lines are so thin, that's the thing. If we could just break their line, we could have a chance. And my Hastati, I don't know, Hastati along with maybe a charge by my general? And my archers, maybe? I don't know, dealing with their chariots though is going to be so difficult. So, let's go like there, and cavalry on this side just continue to go like that. General, come over here, and then if we need to, these barbarian mercenaries on this side can kind of like just block out units coming from the weak side, and maybe we can push through on the strong side. We're not in range with their archers. No, we're not. Alright, let's just continue. Yeah, they want to get their outstretched lines more involved. That's smart. That's smart. Our archers are now in range of their warband, so we are getting some shots in here. And if I could draw their chariots forward. Let's see, we got peasants making a move on that side. That's not really what I'm interested in. Alright, warband on this side. Yeah, if I could draw them back and maybe get a hit on them. Yeah, they want to go after my cav. Let's give them some town watch. Let's get you guys running back. And then let's get you guys... Yes, yeah, there you go. Turn in on my town watch. Go here and then here. And break those warbands. And then you guys come back up. There we go. So those warband are now broken. And then on this side, let's turn around here and then break these warband as well. What do we have here? Warbands coming in. That side is still not making any moves. So that's fine. Let's go here and let's turn back around. Turn back around, please. There you go. And town watch, go right here. Alright, that's not a bad beginning. That's not bad. So let's get back here. And let's get back there. Alright. Alright, so who are we shooting at now? Warband. Alright, now they're making another move. There we go. So let's get you guys back up. And then let's get you back. I want you here, and then you come back further. Oh, if we could come out here and intercept with my infantry. See, no, they want to turn around. Damn, that's too bad. That's too bad. Alright, turn back around then. Okay, ooh, they went in for a charge on my center. And now they're bringing their chariots in. Can we shoot here? And shoot here, please? And then shoot here, please? And can we get a charge here with my general? And then charge here with those guys as well? You don't have to keep running. You guys can turn around. That's fine. Yep, turn around. That's fine. I forgot to have you guys not on runaway mode. And yeah, we got to charge in here. Can we break him? Shoot. There we go. Yeah, he's dead. Nice. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Let's turn these guys on fire arrows mode. And let's have my general sound the horn. See if we can rally some guys. And then come back here. Ooh, shoot. My cav needs to turn around. Turn around, guys, please. And yep, you guys get back. And yeah, now we have some fire arrows coming on in. And let's see here. I want to hit these guys in the rear. Do they want to go into the fort? Because my guys are going to be unbreakable in that little fort square there. Let's see here. Should we isolate these units and destroy them? I kind of think that we should. Let's go in there, and then let's get my cavalry to charge in as well. And then let's have my valiantly move back up, and archers move back up as well. And you guys move here. And yeah, charge into the warband. No, not if they're gonna brace. Turn around. No. Nope, turn around, please. Guys, please. Oh dear. Alright, let's get my cav back here. And are you guys ready to come back and fight? Yeah, let's see if we can get you back. And those chariots on that side, they still exist. Alright, yeah, there's still a lot of them left, but I don't know, maybe we can pull something off here. Ooh, I don't know, they might not be giving us enough time to regroup. I was working on getting my guys regrouped here, and I hope they give me the time to do so. They're making me a little bit nervous, though. Alright, let's go. Y'all can come up here. And try to form up. Try to form up there, please. And let's see, chariots moving on over to that side. That leaves this side a lot weak. Oh, no, that's just... No, that's the British light chariots, and that's the remainder of the general's unit. He's dead, but there's, what, 10 men left? So the unit itself is pretty weakened, but it's still a threat, isn't it? The Britons were nice enough to let me get formed up here, and yeah, this is a very, very small force. So let's see, let's just see what kind of, if we can pull a miracle off. I don't know. My cav has a little bit left to it, you know. My cav force, you never know. You know, with a little bit of cav in this game, you might be able to pull some things off. I feel like if I could just get a break on their line, you know, and cause a wrap. The line is so thin. And my archers, let's see, they still have a fair bit of ammo left. I've taken them off of fire arrows just because at this point, I suppose, the chance of breaking the enemy with a morale break, I thought that maybe by using fire arrows, right after the enemy general died, maybe we had a chance, but let's see here. They want to try to bring their end of the line a bit closer. Let's see if we can kind of shift over to the left a little bit. Oh, nice. My arrow tower on this side is getting some shots in on something. I don't know if it's the chariot or these warband. It's shooting something though. Let's see, 76 men, 10 men. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, that's very good. Man, I almost... I mean, I have a lot of time left in this battle. And... Should I just wait here? And see if my arrow tower can take out... I mean, that hasn't lost any men. Okay, it's shooting at the warband. That's too bad. Yeah, it's shooting at the warband. Oh, that's too bad. If it was shooting at the chariot, that'd be awesome. That'd be so clutch. Still, I mean, it's picking off guys on this warband. God, that's clutch. Huh. Gosh, we have like half of the battle timer remaining. You know, like, how many guys can that pick off before this battle's over? Now the arrow tower is firing at the chariot. Oh, this is just so good. This is doing exactly like what I wanted to accomplish here. If that just gets rid of that, and then what? I have to spend the rest of my arrows getting rid of these guys? This army is going to be a lot easier to beat by my next army. Although, I have to say, that next army is pretty beaten up itself, so I should probably do whatever I can to try to thin these numbers out a bit. But my goodness, yeah, these guys, I think they're switching back and forth. I think the arrow tower is back at shooting at the warband. And that's, you know what, that's fine too. And just like that, those chariots have been destroyed. The arrow tower is back at shooting at the warband. There's a little bit of shuffling around up now, and my archers are getting some shots in, it appears. Or at least they were. Yeah, man, this arrow tower is doing some really good work against these warband on this side. I wonder if that would be enough to cause a break. Okay, we're starting to run a little bit, you know, time is starting to become a little bit of an issue here, so let's go back on the quasi-offensive here. And let's just see if we can get our archers into range so we can start getting some more shots that way. Are you guys in range of anything? No, not quite. So let's keep inching our way up. Now our archers are getting some good shots in on these swordsmen, and the swordsmen have decided to charge on in. So I'm thinking if that's going to be the case, I mean, swords aren't spears, so let's send my cavalry up, and here we go. Yep, get a nice break on them. Now they want to send their warband out to counter my cavalry. Okie dokie, then let's get my cav back like here and here. Ooh, we got charged on that side. Okay, I didn't see that coming. Let's come up here and let's go there and let's go there as well. Oh wow, we broke them? These 9 mercenaries broke them? That's crazy. Alright, let's come back here and then here. And yep, you guys get back. Do not follow. Do not follow. Alright, we're getting some shots into the rear of this warband. Oh, that's so nice. That's so good, but our archers are starting to run out of ammo. And those chariots, we still haven't been able to draw those chariots on into the fight. So we're getting to the point now where, I mean, I guess we may as well use up all of our volleys before we charge on into melee, because once we charge on into melee, that's gonna be about it. You know, this has been a valiant effort, but I don't see us being able to pull off any miracles. You don't have any javelins left, you have no javelins left either. And yeah, you're out of arrows, and you still have another volley or two left. How about this? Are you still shooting? You are. You're still. This arrow tower is still shooting. Okay. Oh dear. I mean, we still do have a chunk of time left on the battle timer. So let's see. We've killed 39% of the enemy force. I've waited as long as I can. I'm trying to let this arrow tower do as much damage to this unit on the ends as I possibly I can wait, but I feel like with this time remaining, let's make a go for it. Let's just like kind of see if we can break the center, honestly. And then I want valiantly and all my light units to kind of go in that direction. You hold them up, and then Hasadi go right up the center. Try to break these light units. You go here, you go there. And then you go there, attack here, you hold them, and then, let's see, General goes there, and then you, Cavalry, go charge them, and then, yeah, Archers go in, here, Archers go in, and then General, you go up, and then call, go, go, go. Chariots want to come in, go, here, charge, go. Go, go, go. We got people in the back, so turn around and try to get them. Catch them. You hold here, and yeah, Kev, okay, they broke. You just hold them back on this side, that's fine. And then get as much as we can on this side. Break as much as we can here. Go, 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 go. If we can get the chariots, perfect, but we have to like really just kind of surround it and try to beat it up. And yeah, looks like the chariots might be running away. Perfect. Can we catch them? Catch them, please, please, please. And let's just go to work on, yeah, running down as much as we can. Like run down stuff as much as we can here. You go there, you go after the chariots. And that's looking pretty good. Here on this side, let's see, let's try to get these guys. Can we break them? Warband coming in. They ventured a little bit too far. Maybe they're out of position. Maybe we can get them. And then on this side, let's see here. You continue our infantry form up because we have guys right there. And let's turn around. Okay, we got the chariots coming off. You turn around. Yeah, we have some forces. Ooh, those chariots came back. Oh, that's not good. Oh, shoot. Let's see here. Are you running away or no? You're not. So just get back. Yeah, you turn around and come back here to the center, and let's see here. Are they breaking me here on that side? Ooh, that's too bad. Let's move up here. And here. And yep, you get back as well. Those chariots are coming back in. Oh, that's so not good. Here. And General, come back in. Get a rear charge here. Here, please. Can you charge in? Run, please. And here, charge here in the flanks. And oh no, there's our break. Can we call the horn? No. Yeah, I think that's. Oh, we got a good break on them.
Your general's nerve has broken.
Oh, that was so tough.
From the enemy.
Yeah, 68% of the enemy has died, but that's tough. I mean, our guys, we can try to like rally and come back out, but let's see. Yeah, there's four chariots left. Oh, that's so tough. Let's see, barbarian cavalry. Yeah, we can try to rally our guys and try to make something happen in the last moments of this battle here. And let's see, warband. Are these guys getting shot by the arrow tower? Oh, that'd be so nice if our arrow tower could get rid of those light chariots. And I just noticed here that this timer does actually tell you the exact amount of time, which is very nice. That's something that we didn't have in Medieval or Shogun. Actually, I don't know if I ever checked specifically. Now I want to go back to those games and check if it actually does tell you, because yeah, that's useful information to know indeed. So yeah, 4 minutes left. We're not gonna have time to like get into a proper formation. We're just gonna have to charge and see if we can make, yeah, see if we can just kind of die in battle, I guess. I don't know if I don't know if this arrow tower is getting any shots in. I can't hear it shooting right now. But yeah, 4 minutes left to this battle. I don't even know if we're gonna have time to get all of these guys out. I think we just have to kind of go on in. Go forth, guys. Make one brave last charge. Alright, 3 minutes left. Let's go for it. Let's go. You guys go. You guys go. Here. You guys go there. Go here. Go here. Charge in. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. General, go, go, go. Blow your horn. See if we can get these guys. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Push, 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 push. Go, go, go. Yeah, it's tough charging into those spears. Our guys are so tired by now. Can we at least break this unit? Can we break this unit here? Can we at least break this unit? Come on. Come on, get in there. Get in there, boys. Oh no. No, no. There they go.
Shame will be his forever.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah, he's on his way out. He's on his way out, and it looks like all of the units are running. Yeah, and that's going to be it for the battle timer. We're down to 2 minutes. So maybe, is the arrow tower still firing? Maybe we can get a few more casualties in. And what are we looking at? So we got 69% of the enemy killed. It's a valiant effort. It was. It's a valiant effort. Arrow tower, are you shooting at these guys? That'd be nice if you were. One final charge of the Romans into the Britons here. We got some cavalry coming out after they had rallied. And yes, get a couple hacks in there, boys. Get a couple hacks in there. Hack him down, hack him down, hack him down. Go, 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 go. Go. Oh, there goes the general. The general fought valiantly. At least he went down in battle. I'm surprised this battle hasn't ended by now. Yeah, 0 minutes time remaining. Interesting. So you'd think that this would be ending any moment here. I mean, I'm gonna keep charging on in every chance I get. And there it goes. So it ends up as a draw, eh? Okay, I'm pretty sure my army is eliminated though. So yeah, I got 1,000 kills. Yeah, it's not, it's not bad. It's not bad. 1,000's a decent amount. And yeah, the enemy got 507 kills. And yeah, there's that. Casualties inflicted. Yeah, the general did a lot of damage. Roman archers did a lot of damage as well. The Saudi got 94 kills. 108 kills on barbarian cavalry mercenaries. 145 on Roman archers. Yeah, tough fight. Tough fight. But I think that with that... So what's the deal now? So the siege is still going on. Interesting. Yeah, I can only sally out once per turn, right. Heroic death. Caeso Domitianus is died in battle. And I guess I can just go in and attack with you now, can't I? Yeah, since you weren't you didn't reinforce that last battle, you can participate in this one. And I would reckon, and they, I suppose, would come in as reinforcements, wouldn't they? Maybe? I don't know. General. And yeah, then we might have a chance at getting rid of the rest of this. I mean, what, 4 chariots and then some beaten up warbands? Yeah. In that battle, I have a chance of winning that. Then there's another 2.5 stacks, but still, that's for a different day. That's for a different day.
Imperator. Orders?
Okay then. Well, that's
General!
Good news. The bad news is, I don't think I can really finish this turn in this episode. Yeah, I kind of thought that I would at least get one turn in, but I'm not going to. I have another battle to fight, and it's not going to be happening today. So, you know what? That's all going to have to wait until next time. As always, I hope you have enjoyed this one, and thank you very much for watching. This has been Conasip playing Rome Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.